Alright, we're going to heat 1 cup of milk to almost boiling. Get it nice and hot so that it'll set the gelatin. Alright, we're going to take the 1/4 cup of cold milk, put that in the bottom of the blender. Then we're going to open the packet of gelatin. That is a flavorless gelatin that's going to help set everything. And we're going to pour that into the cold milk. Just like that. Pop the top on the blender, blend that just for a few seconds. That's good. And now we're waiting for the hot milk, a cup of hot milk that we're doing on the stove over here. We're going to add that next and blend thoroughly. Now we're going to add our hot milk into the blender. I prefer to use a glass blender for this. This one is not, unfortunately. We'll put the top on, we're going to blend that for a good minute, and then while it's blending, we're going to go ahead and start to add cream cheese. We've got 2 blocks of cream cheese here, and a 1/2 cup of sugar. You're going to turn that back on, keep it blending while you add the cream cheese and sugar. 1 block at a time, sugar last. Alright, now we've got a good mixture of all of our other ingredients. So what we're going to do now is turn the blender back on. We're going to add a handful of the salmonberries to give it a little bit of color and just a hint of flavor. And then we'll go from there. Okay, so now our mixture should have a nice kind of orangish pink color to it, and we're going to take that off the blender and pour it into our 2 graham cracker crusts that were prepared ahead of time. You can buy them at the store or you can make them yourself at home, and it's just crushed up graham cracker and butter essentially. Kind of split that between the 2 crusts nice and evenly. This will set in the fridge. Sometimes it helps to use a small spatula to scrape some of that out. And what we're going to do now is we're going to take a handful again of berries and kind of randomly drop it all over the pie, and they're going to sink in a little bit and then they'll set into place. So you can kind of make little designs or spread them out however you like. If you want to get fancy with it, you can do them in a swirl or some sort of pattern. We're just going to kind of randomly place them tonight. Get a whole bunch of those in there. like how we can get yellow, orange, red, and almost like a dark purple all in one. Excellent. Alright, so then we're going to place these in the refrigerator for a couple of hours. Let's go ahead and hold that up to the camera so we can see what those look like up close. Very nice. Another thing you can do is take some of the leftovers, do a small reduction, and do a drizzle at the end. And we might do that here at the end of this video. But we're going to put these in the fridge for a couple hours and let the gelatin set, and then we'll check back. Okay, so we've put a good sized handful of leftover berries into a small pot, and we're going to put that on medium heat and just stir those around until they start to fall apart and kind of turn into more of like a thick juice. And then we're going to add about a 1/4 cup of sugar to thicken that up and sweeten it up a little bit. And then I'll show you when we're getting the sugar added to it what it'll look like. So here we can see the berries falling apart and kind of turning into more of a liquid now, which smells excellent. And so we're going to add about a 1/4 cup of sugar. You can add somewhere between 1/4 and 1/2 depending on your taste and whether or not you're trying to watch your calories. And that'll thicken that up and sweeten it up a little bit, give it a nice taste. And we're going to keep stirring this over a medium heat until it becomes pretty smooth, almost like a syrup. It'll thicken up a little bit as you continue to stir.